Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of the 47th President series. And before I continue on, I'd like to remind everyone that this is loosely based off some of the decisions I believe Donald Trump would make. So there's going to be some things that's going to be done in this episode that some may consider offensive, but it is not my political views. This is based off of what I believe the former 45th president would have done. So let's go on. And as you can see, inflation is going down a little over 1%. And our debt seems to have climaxed in February and it's on the decline. We could get that a lot lower by negotiating the interest rates with other countries. Our unemployment is actually has gone up, but it looks like it's going back down again. And we actually need that to go up a little higher. Means the labor market is a little too strong. And our growth is at 4.55. So we're going to have to do some budget cuts. And unfortunately, we're going to have to cut a couple space programs. We're only cutting two. And these two have the significant amount of money that's been invested in them. So we're not going to get the full amount back, but we could get a large portion of it back. So with the journey to Mars, we're going to get about 85 billion back. And we're going to cancel the Artemis 2 project, which is going to give us $22.7 billion back. Um, Actually, let's go real quick to the flood disaster in Brazil. So we want to boost relations up with them. So we're looking at giving them about 40 million. Alright, so that should be good enough. And I'm going to give Australia 15 million. So let's go to aid, and we're going to take back some of the money that we're giving some of these countries. Uganda, we're just going to take that back. Egypt, we're going to take that back. Same with Niger. Nepal. Burkina Faso, we're going to take that back. Same with Armenia. So those decisions aren't going to be exactly the most popular, but we're doing what we feel as though is the best for the country. So we're going to reinvest some of that money to aeronautics. And now let's address the inflation. So we're going to bump that up by 50 points. So let's go to industry. And real quick, let's take a look at China. All right, so growth is at 4.04, unemployment 3.59, inflation 1.18, and national deficit 7.51. So we're going to do a couple things that's going to slow down their growth, increase their unemployment, may not do anything to inflation, but we're also going to increase their deficit. So let's go to industry. And first, let's see how we're making out with electronic components, which would be your semiconductors. So we went from 6% production to 29% production. And we had to spend 25 billion to get to this point. So, all right, we've already placed tariffs on that sector for China. So next, let's go to household appliances. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to place a 20% tariff on China. And let's see what else we can do. Okay, so rare oxides. And we actually have overproduction. So we invested 6.2 billion. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise this to 25% on China. Let's go to fuel cell batteries. So we'll make that 15%. And let's go to computer hardware. And we're going to make that 18%. think I'm gonna invest 2 billion, and so this suggestion came in the comments from the last video. So we're gonna block imports to China for water networks. And let's do a 10% tariff on aluminum. All right, so we're done with industry. Let's do this also. So we're gonna block imports to China for electricity. So next, we want to help out the farming industry. So we're going to address some of the bigger crops that are more heavily used by the public. So cereals, going to invest 2 billion. Next is potatoes, which is the #1 belly filler in the US. So we're going to spend 2 billion in subsidies for that. And sugarcane, 2 billion. We already exonerated tea. So for that, we're only going to spend 100 million. And we'll keep that to ourselves and keep that to ourselves.
Our services report a new conspiracy theory that is beginning to take hold on social media.
Incredible! The first prize, can you believe it? All our cultural policy has been indirectly rewarded by this.
Alright, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to start a network in Mexico. And the reason we're doing this is to get rid of the drug cartels. So the premise behind that is we take care of the drug cartels, maybe they can help take care of the mass migration going across our border and assist us with that more. And let's see what migration is, or immigration. Alright, so we're going to address some things with the crime. So addiction has gone up, and all right, so the crime rate has gone down some. So we're going to increase the minimum age for driver's license. And we're going to do 2 stars for highway patrol. So drug addiction, we're going to address that also. So we're going to make marijuana illegal. And no, we're not going to touch this. We're going to get too much pushback. Okay, we can delete all of that.
The preparations are complete. The whole country is preparing to joyfully celebrate this occasion. It would be a joy if you would participate in the festivities and mingle with the faithful.
All right, so let's see what we can do next. Let's address a portion of the housing. All right, so debt. All right, so we can negotiate interest rates with these countries. Let's hit Brazil. All right, Finland is only 902 million, so we're just gonna go ahead and pay that off. All right, all right, so Israel. Now, hopefully we could put a decent dent in our deficit. not going to worry about that either.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Okay, so 295. Let's go with. This is a stretch.
Very well.
Okay. Alright, that's all I'm interested in looking at. Alright, so let's go to taxes now. We're gonna have to increase the tax investigation. And do this more so for to improve health. I'm gonna wait with the highway tolls. Airline tax, we're gonna cut that.
Our fiscal performance in the last quarter is poor and shows a deficit, which has forced us to undertake an issuance of debt so that our national and international lenders can take it over.
Huh. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Okay, so it's 428. Let's see what we can get this down to.
Very well. We accept your offer. I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept your offer.
Alright, so let's take a quick look. Alright, so our deficit is now down to 8.55. Okay, so we have an increase of accidents. We'll see if we could do a couple policies to reduce that.
I'd be happy. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
See if we could shoot for 2%.
Very well. We
Alright, let's go to family. And we're going to drop that down. And we're going to drop this down also.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so that should help improve with vehicle accidents.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well.
Alright, now, so teacher freedom. Let's make that inspection and monitoring of school programs. And that's definitely going to pass.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Okay, 293. Let's see if we can shoot for... With 233.
Your offer is not very motivating. Interesting. We're nearly there. Go on. Very well. We accept your offer.
Alright, so let's see what's coming up in the paper this time. Alright. Let's see how China's doing. Alright, so their growth went down. Their unemployment went up, and so did their deficit. Actually, their inflation went up slightly.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
Alright, let's go with 50.
Very well. We accept your offer.
Prospective analysis, coupled with the Brown model on group psychotectonics, has allowed us to identify a potential ally.
Now we're gonna refuse.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well. We accept.
Alright, so let's go back to... Alright, so the crime is starting to level out, so we need to make an adjustment. So we're going to increase the drug task force.
This theory is undeniably gaining popularity on social media. Blogs on the subject are multiplying, even if it is still confined to groups who are used to this kind of controversy.
Alright, let's see if we can address that real quick. Let's put the FBI on him.
I'd be happy to. Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us?
It's already at 0, so no sense of
You're not bad. You're
trying to negotiate with that.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an average figure. It reflects an economy with moderate dynamism. We could do better.
Okay, so we're at 4%. 4.10%. And as you see, actually got the deficit down a little more. Let's take a look at the inflation. So we'll wait a few more weeks and increase. And we'll increase the interest rate. So let's real quick. All right, so unemployment has gone up. So we'll drop the employment agency funding and unemployment checks. I should drop it a little more.
Sharing this moment of intense spirituality with the faithful gives me great joy. On this holy day, I thank all of our communities across the country, both those in cities as well as those in small, remote villages, who are all coming together in prayer.
Alright, let's take a look at the paper again. We still need the unemployment to go up. Okay. Let's take a look at the crime rate. Still gonna wait before I hire more police. Just want to get the funding in order.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay, so let's go to media and do freedom of expression. Let's do a construction project and alright, so Washington DC is at 100%. So we'll do a few projects around DC. Let's start with Maryland. And we're gonna bump this up to we'll bump that up to 70%.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7. Data collected by our agents will be regularly updated into the synthesis report that you will be able to review on file from now on.
Okay, so the referendum passed.
What are you doing? What? You think that people are going to stop smoking joints? All you're going to get is a huge increase in drug trafficking, people getting back at each other, price increases, and kids getting arrested just 'cause they're smoking a silly little joint. Are you still living in the 20th century?
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Alright, let's take a quick look at that. Alright, so we have 38 more agents available. So let's put the remainder in Mexico. Alright, and let's do another massive operation. And get rid of some of these illegal immigrants in the country. Alright, and let's do some deregulation for is. And just to satisfy the environmentalists, we'll go with the alternating traffic. So we need to address energy. Need cheap energy at that. So I'm gonna do a subsidy of 1.5 billion in coal. Let's take a look at our oil production. So we're actually producing less oil than we did the previous year, so that's not good. Let's see where else we can. Let's build a couple oil wells and maybe even some natural gas wells.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Okay. Okay, so the loan abortion passed. It's not the most popular, but
I
it
wanted to
is what it is.
congratulate you on your pro-life decision. It's
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so let's take a look at the paper again. Alright, and let's take a look at China again and see what our policies have done.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, so their citizens are happy with the purchasing power. happy about the environment or social. Okay. Alright, crime has... Alright, so crime is going down steadily now. So we can only keep that up, and... Alright, so we're going to invest in legal immigration. Let's take a look at the debt. So far in our term, we've managed to pay off about 900 billion. So I think I'm going to end this episode. So thank you for the support again, and please click the like if you haven't already, and please subscribe if you haven't to help with the channel. And I will see you soon.